not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla. Yeah, coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. It's your boy Big Vern on our NBA Thursdays. Our first segment, we talked about the Clippers. They beat the brakes off of the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know how the Nets bounced back after a 59-point beating, and now they have to play the Lakers tonight. I don't know. How do you find motivation for that? And then we talked about Benedict Mathurin of the Indiana Pacers. He was yelling, he had profanity and a couple of choice expletives aimed at a female referee. He is suspended for 1 game without pay. Also, he added a bump in for intimidation. I only asked the question, if the referee was a man, would this have been a thing? I don't know. That's why I asked to hear from you all. So, still going to talk some NBA. Steph Curry. Should Steph Curry leave Golden State? Should he ditch him? And I asked this question because I kind of want to know the answer. I want to know the answer so bad because Wednesday, the Warriors, they had to fend off the T-Wolves 116-115. And that came on the heels of Steph Curry's 31-point climb to get them back to 500. So you all wouldn't pay Klay Thompson. He was hurt. He was trying to negotiate. Draymond Green gives you absolutely nothing. And now this guy is the one left holding the bag. So to say. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album. We'll get more into this. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Dun, 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 dun. It's your boy Big Vern pushing another rap album this month. Killer Mike. Songs for Sinners and Saints. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the album, Nobody Knows, with Anthony Hamilton, is a really good song. Humble Me, very deep, very good song. Higher Level, Lord Prepare Me, Had to Go Get It, and Still Talking That Shit. Killer Mike, Songs for Saints and Sinners, in stores now. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the A. I love Killer Mike. I love that album for Saints and Sinners. Humble Me, that's my joint. I love that. I like Substance. I don't really get down with diss records. I think that's corny and whack. But we'll touch on that. Steph Curry, he made 7 3-pointers and scored 31 points to help the Golden State Warriors stave off elimination from a furious comeback Wednesday at the hands of the Minnesota T-Wolves to get that 116-115 victory. Wiggins also added 24 points for a depleted Warriors team seeking a spark at the last stop on a 4-game road trip after falling behind 500 for the first time this season and a loss Monday in Toronto. Now, Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo, they each had 28 points for the Wolves, who trailed by 24 points late in the first quarter and fought back for a 100 tie with 1 minute and 7 seconds left after Gary Payton II stepped out in a backcourt trap. DiVincenzo took the easy layup to cut the lead to the 113-112 with 12.1 seconds left and promptly fouled Payton. He missed the second free throw, but Wiggins grabbed the rebound and Curry sealed it with 2 foul shots. So, Steph Curry doesn't have any help out there. And I remember when they got rid of Klay Thompson. And Klay wasn't happy. Klay wanted to go somewhere where he felt appreciated. The Golden State Warriors never returned a counter offer to the Klay's offer. And this is per Klay's team. So they went out and they got Buddy Hield. And they were saying that per the numbers and analytics, Buddy Hield would give you the same kind of production coming off the bench as a Klay Thompson. That hasn't materialized. And this is why you need basketball people in high positions instead of people listening to algorithms and all of these eggheads and the numbers and analytics. Analytics has made the NBA soft. There is no need for people to sit out here and have to depend on what they call load management. Go back and think about it. Think about it for a second. If you've been watching the NBA like I have since the mid 80s, those guys, I rarely recall them ever being hurt. I rarely recall those guys ever being hurt. And the game was so much more physical. Hell, in the 90s, the game was physical. I don't remember guys missing multiple games. I don't remember Clyde Drexler ever being hurt or sitting out for multiple games at a time. And it just makes me wonder what's going on right now. I mean, you all took the big man out of the game, so really to find a center who's going to block shots and get up and down the floor and really protect the paint, that's not what you want to see. You want the centers to shoot threes. Okay. But now when the centers get hurt and now you sitting here, you don't have a rim protector, it's just not an enjoyable product. And when the media is trying to pick the teams that they want you to pay attention to, instead of them putting the best product on TV, then you will feel like the NBA is horrible. You will feel like I don't want to see this right now. Because it's a night where LeBron James is taking the night off. He's out there in street clothes. Nothing's wrong. But because the computers told you that this time last year, he played X amount of games, and because he played that many games, he had this groin injury. No. That's just awful. There's no reason that if LeBron says he can go, let him go. Now we get back to Gold State. Gold State, they refuse to develop the young talent. Draymond Green had an illness. Mystery illness. I don't know what he was sick of, but I'm sick of him. Then Jonathan Kuminga, he's got an ankle sprain. He's been dealing with that. Kyle Anderson, he's got a hamstring. He's going to be gone from a while. The Warriors, they built a 26-5 lead behind 8 for 12 from the three-point line. If you're living by the three, you're going to die by the three. Them and Kevon Looney, I think his best days are behind him. I feel like if Looney is able to go ahead and get Trace Jackson Davis ready, he can step into that role. They need to go back to playing conventional basketball. Everybody has got to look at small ball. Everybody has seen small ball. It used to work when guys couldn't figure it out. But now they have it figured out. So Steve Kerr, you have to have more in the toolbox than just being a one-dimensional pony where we're going to jack up a lot of threes and then we're going to go ahead in our half-court sets have motion offense, moving without the ball, cuts, backdoor, up screens, back. Look, they figured you all out. And now you need pieces. You don't need bodies, you need pieces. And I'll be honest with you, if I'm Steph Curry, do I want to go out a loser? Do I want to go out a loser? Because as it stands right now, you're in a playing game situation. Remember, the Warriors gave Draymond Green $100 million. And I don't know why. Steve Kerr just signed this huge contract, and Steph is on an extension. Do you just say, hey, look, I'm gonna opt out at the end of the year, and I want to go somewhere where I can be close to my family? Because he's from Charlotte. Now, if he goes to Charlotte, he's got a group of young guys around him that will allow him to be him. But I think you pull the trigger on that sooner rather than later, because you don't want to get Steph Curry when he's washed, and you don't want to get him when he's a former shell of himself. You want him now while he's still a draw. You want him now because he can still put butts in the seats. But I don't think you mortgage the team on getting him. However, if you are a Warriors fan, you all had a knockdown drag out with the T-Wolves just to get back to a winning record. Would you like to see Steph go to a new team? Do you think he's wasting his better years at Gold State? Get in the comments. I'll be back.